Hey Pod One, welcome to your reading. Today we are going to be seeing what you need to hear right now. And out of all the piles, you were the pile that where two tarot cards wanted to come out. So I went ahead and took them. So let's see what you need to hear right now. For your tarot card, we have the Tower, and then we have the Three of Cups. I usually never ever take reversals, but in this case I'm really feeling a strong feeling that I need to leave it reversed. So let's see what else we got. We have almond eyes. We have stay loving, don't change. We have your spiritual gifts are shining right now. We have moving soon. We have food stamps. And we have make sense. So what you're needing to know right now is that whatever you may be, my spirit team is playing a scenario out in my head that I had not too long ago. And basically it's like, if you have went through something recently, you recently had a tire moment in your life, had something bad happen, your spirit team is saying you are right to feel that way. It makes sense for you to be upset about something. Just because you're a spiritual person, you're on a spiritual path, and you may have spiritual gifts, doesn't mean that you are not human at the same time. Because at the same time, we're human and we have human emotions and we have human feelings. That's the difference between us, and that's the difference between the spirit realm. Like, we're here, we're in a 3D, we feel things, we have emotions. Like, we can't just deny how we feel. No matter how much we try, we can't deny how we feel. And your spirit team is saying that you're okay and you're right to feel upset. You can feel upset as much as you want to, and you don't have to feel guilty about that, because you're always going to be that loving person. At the end of the day, you can get mad, you could throw a fit, you could you could act a fool, but at the end of the day, you know your heart, God knows your heart, and it's okay to be upset. And what I'm seeing that you need to know right now is that you may have been crying yesterday, but you're going to be laughing tomorrow. If that makes sense. What you need to know right now is that you could have just had something happen to where you was really upset. I'm talking about upset to the point where you was like maybe mad at someone, or mad at the situation, or just mad at God. And things are about to turn around for you where you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be getting good things are going to be happening in your life. And you may start to feel guilty, like, damn, I shouldn't have lost faith like that, or I shouldn't have went off like that, or I shouldn't have got mad like that. But spirit is wanting to come through like, no, that's okay. You can get mad, you can have a fit, you can lose faith, because you're a human. Nobody expects you. God doesn't expect you. Your spirit team doesn't expect you. Nobody expects you to be one way and feel one emotion all of your life. That's not being that's not how it works when you are a human. You have different emotion, things ebbs and flows. Even if you're healed from trauma, you still can, one thing can happen to trigger you, to bring you right back to that very moment when that trauma first happened to you. And my spirit team is making me remember about there's like, we remember smells and symbols and things like that connect us to our trauma. And my spirit team is reminding me of how some victims of like assault and things like that will remember their abusers deodorant scent or something like that. And they could be walking through the store and smell that same deodorant scent on somebody else, and it can trigger them right back to that time when they were like a kid, and they could be 50, 60 years old, doesn't matter. So what you need to know right now is that there's always going to be things that may trigger you or may want to take you back there. But what Spirit is saying, that it's okay. It's okay. There's going to be things that may take you back. That may take you back to a time in your life that you don't want to go back to. But sometimes that just happens to show us how far we have come. And every single time you are triggered back to that situation or back to that time or back to that hurt feeling, you're gonna look at it with a different set of eyes every single time you go back to it. And you're gonna realize every single time more and more that you've healed more and more and more. I don't care if you had the exact same reaction as you had the day that it happened. You are better. You are healed. We are not robots. We can't train ourselves not to feel anything, not to ever feel anything ever again. Because those situations imprint upon us and they become a part of us, whether we want to or not. Like, we can never remove a situation. We can't remove a situation. We can't say, okay, this situation never happened. I just want to go on about my life and never think about it again. That's actually very unhealthy. It's a very cyclical life, and things come up in cycles, and they just come up to show us how far we've come, and they come up to show us like a part of ourselves that maybe we haven't looked at in a while. And we just look at it and keep it moving. It doesn't have to have anything to do with where we are right now. It doesn't mean anything about us. It doesn't mean that our spiritual growth is invalid. It doesn't mean that we're not growing, that we haven't grown, or any of that. It just means that we're human at the end of the day. So for your Erie card, we have there is a picture in your house with energy attached. What did we just get through talking about? We just got through talking about how certain things can trigger us back to a trauma in our lives. So what you can need to know is that some of y'all might be holding on to something that's keeps triggering you back to a situation that you don't want to go back to. And even though you may be healed from it, there could be something else that you could let go of, or something else that you could stop doing in order to stop triggering yourself back to that moment. So think about something that you can let go, or maybe if it is an object, like say if it was a breakup, maybe you need to get rid of that person's belongings, or maybe you need to get rid of the things that person gave you, or that person or that even reminds you of that person. Maybe that'll help you to stop being triggered as much, because this reading is really, really giving. There's maybe like some remnants. There's remnants of things that cause you pain, and it's kind of triggering you back to that state more than you would have to, and it's stopping you from enjoying the fruits of your labor for now. Because with this Three of Cups, I'm saying that you have plenty to celebrate. You have plenty to celebrate, but it's being overshadowed by past hurts and past pains. So what you need to know right now, that this can be like quite physical. Maybe you need to go around your house, go through your belongings, and get rid of everything that reminds you of that situation, or that person. Because there could be something that has energy attached to it, quite literally, that you need to get rid of. Or maybe, you know, a person hurt you, but you still talk to them every once in a while, or they still follow you on social media. Maybe you need to go ahead and block them. Go ahead and get rid of that person on social media. You know, go ahead and cut the strings. Go ahead and erase that person's number out of your phone. There could be things around you that is bringing you back to a time in your life where you've never been. I mean, where you don't want to go. I said where you've never been. And also, Spirit is telling me that this could be, and we know that I hate the word blocked, but Spirit is telling me that this could be fighting against your manifestations. This could be like actually fighting against your manifestations. Like your manifestations are wanting to come through, but the energy of your past hurts is kind of blocking everything away from coming in. So what Spirit is saying is like, when you click off of this video, think about the things that you holding on to, that you can get rid of, so you won't be triggered as much, because you might not think that certain things bother you or certain things hold energy, but things hold energy. Even a person's social media page holds energy. So you might want to get rid of some things, finally just let some things go, and you'll notice how life will start kind of rolling a little bit better for you. So pile one, let me know how this resonated. It was straight to the point. Spirit was just speaking this whole entire reading. Pile one, let me know how this resonated. If you need a personal reading, my information is in the description. And I will see y'all next time. Bye. Hey pile two, welcome to your reading. And today we're going to be finding out what you need to know right now. So for your tarot card, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Rain in the Clouds picture. We have Fear of Being Seen. Power Couple. Keep your business to yourself. You are the aesthetic. And keep going. You're on a roll. And for your Eerie card, we have You Can Channel Angels. Okay. And we have this Queen of Swords. So what I'm seeing right off of the top is, what you need to know right now is people are seeing you as a powerful figure right now, and people are realizing your worth, and people are realizing who you actually are. People are seeing the powerful part of you. People are seeing you become a authority figure. And if not like an authority figure, you're just becoming like an authority figure of your own life. People are seeing you change before their eyes. There's something about you that's changing before somebody's eyes, and you're becoming like the ideal person. And Spirit just want to let you know that there's a lot of people. Well, it might be a lot for some of y'all, and for some of y'all it could be just one person, or it could be like particular people. But there's people around y'all that they're kind of like haters turned to fans. And so Spirit is saying what you need to know right now is that you are on a roll, and you need to keep your business to yourself. Like, no matter how successful you get, because Spirit is saying like you're on a roll, like you own to something right now. And Spirit is saying like, no matter how good life gets, and how because I'm hearing you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I feel like there is something in your life that you had to do alone. You had to do it alone. You had to stand alone, and you had to hold firm boundaries. Or this is something that maybe you're in the process of doing, and people are noticing. people are noticing. And I'm hearing, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we together. But the thing is that it's the opposite for you. It's kind of like people were holding you back. You were being held back purposely. But now you're just this standalone queen or this standalone king, and you're doing everything by yourself, and people are noticing, and people are becoming fans. Your haters are becoming fans now. It used to be a point in time in your life where you used to be afraid to be seen, you used to be afraid to be heard, and there was a point in your life where you walked around with a dark cloud over you, and it was always raining around you. But Spirit is want to let you know that you are becoming you're becoming everything that you ever wanted to be and more. And we have power couple here, but Spirit is telling me that the power couple is you. The power couple is you and your spirit team, you and your higher self, you, your shadow and your light. You're coming together. All aspects of yourself are teaming together, and that's the power couple right there. And you're becoming like the aesthetic. You're becoming like the standard. And if you think people in higher places are not watching you, you're wrong. You're wrong. People are watching you. People that you wouldn't even think are watching you, and they are waiting. Everybody knows that you're going to be highly, highly, highly successful. When people look at your life, when people watch you, they feel like they're watching somebody become powerful and successful in real time. Like they're watching it in real time. Let's see. Let me get some more cards. Don't focus on love, focus on fun. Summer the Carters. 10,000. Go to the gym. What did I just say? I said you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Like somebody see you working diligently on something, or just being, in some way, shape, or form, you're being stern about something, and you're being consistent about something, and you're not letting up. Like I'm hearing you not letting up off these bitches' necks. Like you on their necks and you not letting up. And we got 10,000 people around you, whether they tell you or not, whether they let it be known or not. They look at you and they feel like they are watching a freaking miracle happen. They're watching a miracle happen. You are causing spiritual awakenings in people's lives just by looking at your life and how it's going and what's happening. There's something about your life that you're taking so seriously right now. You're becoming an inspiration. Like, what you need to know is that Spirit is saying that, like, you're being heavily guided right now, and people are literally watching you become who you really are, like right before their eyes. It's like watching a TV show. It's like watching a movie. Everybody's watching. That's what you need to know right now, is that everybody is fucking watching. I don't care if they not liking. I don't care. Everybody's watching. And you have some people that's even trying to hurry up and do something with their lives so they won't feel like they're behind. But everybody's watching. You're the example. You're the example in some way, shape, or form right now. You're on a roll. People feel like your success is inevitable. We have do a return to sender. And we have Crocs. Yes, this is why this is coming through today. Because spirits want to let you know that, yeah, you may be gaining a lot of fans, but you're also gaining a lot of haters, and a lot of people that, a lot of haters turn to fans. And haters turn to fans are just haters with a mask on. They still hate you. They still hate you. Just because they turn to fans, no. There's no such thing. They may act like fans. So Spirit wanted to come through and let you know this, because you may have some people that you've known in the past that may try to come around and break your boundaries. They may try to come around and apologize, or come around and compliment you on your work or whatever it is that you're doing. But just know that these people are just trying to get on a winning team. That's it. They're just hopping on the bandwagon that is you, because they see that you're going somewhere and they're going nowhere. So they want to hop on the bandwagon and ride along with you. And Spirit is saying, no, keep your boundaries strong. I'm looking at this Queen of Swords, and she looking like she is not to be fucked with. And that's what Spirit is saying. You're on a roll. Stay focused. Whatever you're doing, even if you haven't started yet, people smell this. And Spirit is saying, stay focused. Stay focused. Do not let anybody take you off your throne right now. I don't care what people say. I don't care if people say, oh, you think you too good now, or oh, you Hollywood now. You know the kind of stuff that people like to say when you're finally getting on your purpose. Don't worry about these people, because these people are not doing anything. They doing the same shit that they was doing when you left or when you put up your boundaries. Spirit is saying to stay focused on the task at hand, because when you turn around, you're going to be so far up. You're going to be so far up that they won't be able to get to you anymore. They won't be able to sabotage you anymore. They won't be able to affect you anymore. So just like this Queen of Swords is sitting right here with her head straight, Spirit is saying, keep your head looking forward. Don't you ever look back. Don't ever look back. Because remember the days when you was walking around with this dark cloud and people were pulling you down and making you feel small and making you feel worthless. Remember that. Keep looking forward and don't ever look back is the biggest message of what I'm getting for Power 2. So Power 2, let me know how this resonated. If you need a personal reading, my information is in the description, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hey Power 3, welcome to your reading, and today we are going to be talking about what you need to hear right now. So we have the Page of Swords. We got Grills, Paris, Wrap Your Head, You're Smarter Now, They Love Your Personality, Star, the star picture, and for your eerie card, we have You Went to School with the Serial Killer. Okay. Wow, I'm seeing a common thing across the entire all the piles. Spirit is really want to talk about like your level up, like especially with all the piles. This is crazy. So especially with this, You Went to School with the Serial Killer, just like in pile 2. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, so there could be people around you that want to bring you back to how you used to be, or the old you. And Spirit is saying that make sure that you're protecting yourself. Make sure that you're protecting yourself, and make sure you're protecting, like if you do content or you do any kind of writing, publishing, any type of thing, make sure that you are protecting your work and protecting your what do they call that? Oh my God, the word is slipping my freaking dang. Your I think make sure you're protecting your intellectual property. I think that's the name of it. It's basically the things that you say and do. I'm getting that you're about to start experiencing a bunch of copycats because you are the star. You're about to start getting a bunch of copycats. You're about to start getting a bunch of friends, just like, because I'm hearing you're moving up. You're moving up just like the rest of the pals. And spirit is want to come through and say that you're going to get friends that are genuine, but you also are going to get the opposite because, like, it's duality. Like, you know, you're a star, so you attract good people and you attract not so good people, and you are going to be in your star era, and you're going to be you're on a higher vibration. So yeah, you're going to be attracting a lot of good people, but there's still going to be those kind of weirdos that are going to be attracted to you too, and they're going to want to steal from you, steal your intellectual property, steal the things that you say. Spirit is wanting to come through and warn you, like, to make sure you protect yourself and the things that you say. If you made something up, like if you made up a phrase, I don't know why I'm getting this, but if you made up a phrase or if you made up a way of doing something, make sure that you protect that in every way possible. Make sure that you're saying, yeah, I was the first one that did this. I created this. You heard it here first. Like if you do content, make sure if you're doing something that's completely revolutionary, new, make sure you say that I did it here first. I said it here first. This is mine. Because what I'm getting is people are going to try to steal your intellectual property. They're going to try to steal your shit. And I'm hearing more than anything, they're going to try to steal your words. So this can mean different things for different people. If you're in school, college or something like that, keep a good eye on your paper, your computers. Make sure people are not copying you, copying off of you, copying the things. And another thing, people are going to start trying to copy your whole personality, like the way that you talk, your wit, the way that you tell jokes. People are going to try to start to be you. Like, I don't know where you're going or what you're doing in life right now, but people are going to start trying to be you, start trying to copy you, do everything you do, start trying to be like a knockoff you. And Spirit is wanting to warn you about this because I'm hearing that this could hurt your feelings. Like, this could make you feel like you doing all of this work for other people to copy. So Spirit is wanting to come through and warn you about this. And Spirit is saying that you're smarter though. And I'm thinking about, because I'm actually, Spirit is letting me know that if you are going to charge for your intellectual property in any kind of way, if you're doing a course, if you're doing a course, I'm getting something, but wait a minute. If you're doing a course, or if you're doing like or if you're writing a book, or if you're charging for any of your knowledge or intellectual property and stuff like that, you need to charge what it's worth. So don't say, oh my God, I'm new, so I'm only going to charge $5. No, if you are charging for any of your intellectual property, you need to charge what it's worth right now. So don't try to start out cheap because you think more people will buy it. No, start out expensive because it's worth that. Because that's going to separate the people who are really going to like come and use the knowledge from the people that don't. And even if people pay the price and still knock it off, they still would have paid the price for it, if you get what I'm saying. But I'm looking at this paper bag next to me, and it's reminding me of the paper bag test, like back in the day with Black people. And with some of y'all, what Spirit is saying is that people that are more quote unquote marketable are going to come and try to steal your information and use it for their own benefit. So I know that all races, all colors watch my channel, so I don't mean to offend anybody when I say this, but for example, sometimes when people of color will do something and make something up, and then like a person that is more marketable, like a white person, will come and steal it, and then they'll end up being more successful with it, and just because they're more marketable than the person that actually made it up. Spirit is reminding me of this type of situation. So Spirit is saying charge what you're worth, period. Don't start out low. That's kind of like tarot reader. Like if you're a tarot reader and you know that you are a good tarot reader, like my tarot readings, I'm not charging $5 and $10 for my tarot readings, because I think my prices are reasonable as they are, because I know what I put into them and I know what I'm worth, and I'm worth way more than the $33 that I do charge. But I feel like I'm not going to go any less than that, because I know my readings are good. I know what I put into them. I know what people would get out of a reading with me. So if you're a tarot reader and you're charging $5 and $10 for a tarot reading, Spirit is saying stop doing that. Stop doing it now, because you need to charge what you're worth. And then people don't respect things that they can get for $5 or $10. Like if I can get a reading for $5 or $10, it's like, am I really going to take that information seriously? Am I really going to take that information to heart? Am I really going to allow that information to really help me in life? Or am I just doing it for like entertainment purposes and using it kind of like, just like any other YouTube video, but when you actually have to pay for something, you have more respect for it, and you'll actually use the information. Like I remember I got a reading with a tarot reader where his readings were, I think it was $250, and I had to wait like maybe 3 months for the reading. This was like years ago. This was like maybe 6-7 years ago. And I really, really respect that reader. I everything that he said was like, it was a beautiful reading, and it's just, I took him way more seriously because of he charged what he was worth. You know what I mean? As opposed to you going to a tarot reader that charged $5, and it's like you can find $5 on the ground and you can go and get a reading from you. That's, you know what I mean? And no disrespect to any tarot readers that may charge $5 or $10 at all. But I'm just saying, like, Spirit is saying, do not just throw around your intellectual property like it's nothing, because it won't be respected. Treat your intellectual property with respect so that others can treat it with respect, because people are going to try to come and knock it off. And you can't really stop people from copying you, because people copy. That's what people do. But at least you can make them pay for what the information that they're trying to knock off. You know what I'm saying? If you're only charging, like if you're doing a course or something like that and you're only charging $5 for the course, that means that person only had to pay $5 to get it from you. And then they went and resold it for hundreds of dollars with other people. You know what I mean? So Spirit is wanting to come and warn you about that. So pile 3, let me know how this resonated. If you want a personal, my information is in the description, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hey pile 4, welcome to your reading, and today we're going to be seeing what you need to know at this moment. So we have the King of Swords, puberty, you made the right decision, you're confident and it shows, new love, oldies music, from the hood. And for your eerie card, we have a building will be named after you. Okay. So Spirit, wow, this whole entire reading, every single pile is about growth. And it's about you being on your next level. And it's crazy. It's amazing. Wow. But so what Spirit is wanting to say right off the bat is that you've grown in some type of a way, and you've become like a king or a queen in some type of a way. And there were boundaries and decisions that you had to make that may have been hard. And it may have took a lot out of you to make these decisions. And I'm hearing that you maybe had to go through some like tough things in like your recent past, or maybe you're going through some things right now. But Spirit is want to say that this is growing pains. It's kind of like you just went through growing pains, or you're going through growing pains, but you are not realizing like how confident is making you, how much of a strong foundation that is laying for you. And it's the decisions that you're making in your life now. Like you may have just went through some. I'm reminding myself of the Peach McIntyre situation too. You may have just went through something, or you may be going through something right now that's making you make decisions in your mind right now. Like, say if you're broke right now, you're thinking to yourself, I'll never be broke again. I'll never be broke again. Or whatever situation you're in right now, you could be thinking to yourself like, I'll never be in this situation again. And that's the turning point that changes people's lives. Like, have you ever heard of success stories from millionaires and billionaires? They'll say, hey, I was living out on the street, I was homeless, and that was the moment that I decided I was never going to be broke again. And then they changed their entire life. So Spirit is saying that there is something in your recent past, or something that you could be going through right now, that is going to be the catalyst for you to do everything that you need to do and get everything that you have coming to you. And Spirit is saying that it won't be as hard as what you think, because once the ball gets rolling, everything that you need is going to start walking right into your life. You're going to start getting opportunities. You're going to start to feel more and more and more confident. And Spirit is saying, just the fact that you're making these decisions right now is building your confidence, because you know there's a certain place that you know you would never go back to right now. You just made like a decision. Even if you didn't say it out loud, Spirit is saying that you made a decision recently. Like you could have said something like that, like, I'll never be broke again. I'll never be in this situation again. I'll never let myself get that angry again. I'll never let myself look like a fool again. There is something that you just recently said, or you said in your recent past. Like, there's something that you said, and it was like a decision. And this is going to like shoot you so far forward. And Spirit is want to come through and say every step that you take from now on is going to be the right step, and you're going to make the right decisions, because now you have a why. You know how you hear people talk about how to be successful, and they say you have to have a why? You got that why now. You got that why behind you. Like, this is why I'm never going to let this happen to me again. This is why I'm doing it, because I never want to be this again. I never want to feel like this again. And Spirit is saying it's like growing. It's like that what you went through was growing pains, and it motivated you. Even if you hated everything that you went through, and you felt so horrible about it, Spirit is saying that was the growing pains that you needed to get you to the mindset that you have now. And I'm getting that some of y'all could have been super, super emotional, and now you in beast mode with something. And some of y'all might not have even started yet, but it's just the decision. The decision was all it took to get the ball rolling. Everything is already setting up for you. We have a building will be named after you. A building could very well be named after you, because you're about to do some huge, huge things in your life. Tomorrow, every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Period. You have Spirit around you right now. What did I say? Jeep. In love. We have new love and love. Some of y'all, oh my God, some of y'all could be healing from an abusive, psychologically abusive relationship, narcissistic abuse. You could have just made a decision that you'll never let somebody treat you the way that that person treated you ever again. And that's making room for new love to come in. Cleanse yourself. Prayer. You may even said a prayer about this. Like, I never want, look, he or she likes you. Ooh, y'all. Spirit is wanting to come in and let you know that you got new love on the way. Like, it's undeniable. Like, you got new love coming on the way. But everything is stemming from this one decision that you made in your head. You let somebody go. You let something or somebody go. And now the ball is rolling. Get that bag. You deserve it. Spirit is saying you're deserving of this future that you are bringing in for yourself. And it was all you. It was all you. You grew up. You grew up in a way. We got trap music. Baby. Change your style. Yeah, you on a road. I just heard the road to recovery. You on the road to getting everything that you always deserved because you made this final decision. You could have been back and forth with something, back and forth between the old you and a new you, or back and forth between an old person and like you knew this person wasn't good for you, but you kept going back. And you finally, it's kind of like you healed. I'm hearing you healed your brain. Because when you go through narcissistic abuse, it can cause your brain to actually start dying. Like, it caused real effects to your actual brain. Like, actually, like, it affects your brain to go through narcissistic abuse. So you could have healed your brain, and this could have took you a little while too. And I'm just seeing like neurons and stuff in my third eye. Like, you healed your brain. And I'm hearing this is my brain on drugs. You remember those old commercials where it showed how your brain looked when it was on drugs? That's how your brain can look when you're going through psychological abuse. It can look like mental illness. Oh my God. You could be healing from mental illness. You almost going through a puberty. And I'm hearing some of y'all, this could have been y'all parents that did this narcissistic abuse to y'all. And y'all could have not really ever experienced a real puberty because you felt like a child for your entire life. Even if you're 50 years old, you could have always felt like a child because the people around you never let you grow up. But now you are healing your brain. Your brain is actually growing right now. You know how they say your brain stops developing at 10? You, in a way, could have had the mindset of a person. Oh my God, I got this channel message like a few weeks ago from my guys, and it's coming back up. Okay, so what could have happened was your brain could have stopped growing, or you could have stopped developing mentally before you were even 10 years old. So what Spirit is saying is like your brain could be like growing again now. And I know that sounds weird, but this is what Spirit's telling me because I got this message before, just in a private reading. But your brain could be growing. Your brain could be growing because it wasn't developed past a certain age, and so it still has room to grow. You know how they say can't teach an old dog new tricks, or a adult's brain can't grow. But I'm hearing that that's actually not true, especially if you had a lot of trauma or psychological abuse and then you decide to heal or you start to heal. I'm hearing that like your brain is healing in some type of a way, and you're actually whatever you went through, you were kind of like, it was like growing pain. You were kind of like going through like an adult puberty, and you could have went through a lot of mood swings recently, or like in your recent past. You could have went through a lot of mood swings, back and forth, up and down, and you finally came to this kind of silent point where you was like, you know what, I'm never doing this again. And that was you growing up. That's you becoming an adult, an actual adult within your mind, body, and soul. Because you could have just been an adult in your body, but a child in your mind. And now you've grown up, and now you're able to get everything you ever wanted. And Spirit is also saying that your manifestations could have felt like childhood dreams. You know, when you're a kid and you're like, when I grow up, I'm going to have this kind of car, and I'm going to have this kind of house, and I'm going to do that. But you never really do anything towards it because you're a kid. So you're not doing anything. But Spirit is saying now you can actually realize your dreams of everything you wanted, because you're not coming from it from like a child place, if that makes sense. You're coming from it as an adult. So like you're becoming a full-grown adult. You could have went to therapy, or you could be thinking about going to therapy. Wow, these readings were like just amazing. Like, I really do feel like everybody should watch this entire video, because it felt like a story from the first pile all the way to the fourth pile. Like, I feel like everyone should watch this whole entire video, because the readings were just like super beautiful, super dope. But if y'all need a personal reading, look in the description, get my information, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.